Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day. And today I'm going to be talking about my first impressions on Pedro Leon after making his first couple starts with the Houston Astros. I like what I've seen so far from Pedro Leon. He has definitely showed some really good things in his first 5 at-bats as an Astro. He only has 1 hit, but he has done some other things. I'm going to start off defensively. Instead of starting off with his hitting. Now, defensively, we have seen some rookie-type moves by him, but I think in playing right field in the last couple games for the Astros on Saturday and Sunday, I think he has shown a really strong arm. Now, I think he does make some mistakes in the outfield when, covering, hits, but outside of that, he's a rookie. He's going to make some mistakes in the outfield, but I think defensively, he has shown a really strong arm so far, which is good. Which is good for the Astros, for them to have. And after that's really all I have to say defensively about him. But I want to get to his hitting. It's not a lot to talk about. It's only 5 at bats we've seen so far, but I think in the first 2 games, what we've seen from him as a rookie. He's looked really good. In starting off with his Major League debut Saturday, his first at-bat, he has a single, was a very nice hard hit ball to the left field wall or the Crawford box. And unfortunately took a very, very lucky ricochet to the left fielder DeLuca for the Tampa Bay Rays. And Pedro Leon made the move to second base, which honestly I'm not mad about that at all. It's a baseball that hit the wall. I'm not sure if he was aware of the ricochet by the time he left first base, and also, not to mention, Pedro Leon is a guy who has a lot of speed. This is a guy who's great at stealing bases, has a lot of speed. So I think it's okay for him to make that move. It was just a little bit unfortunate because it took a little bit of a ricochet. But outside of that, I thought it was a good decision, but he goes to second base and he gets thrown out trying to stretch to second. And he did make a little bit of mistake while going to second base. He was safe. If you look at it, he was in there in second base and he kind of moved off from the bag and then he got tagged. So that was a little bit tough in his first at-bat. But fresh reminder for some Astros fans who might have forgot, that's the same way Jose Altuve's first hit went down. And I heard some people say that's the same way Craig Biggio had his first hit. So that's right there. That's 2 of the best Astros of all time. That's how they had their first career hits. Imagine if that's what it's like for Pedro Leon too. Are we going to have another great Houston Astro? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's kind of a little crazy how that's the same way how Jose Altuve and Craig Biggio. I'm not 100% sure on Craig Biggio because I have had some. I just saw some people say that. So, but if those two guys had their first hits like that, and then he does it the same way too, that's. I'm not saying that means he's going to be a superstar. He's going to be the next best thing for the Astros, but that's just kind of funny. But that's his first hit. Fortunate that he got thrown out. And then in his next 2 at bats in the day, he would strike out, and then he had a line out in his final at bat. And what's interesting about the line out is with his base hit and his line out, those are the 2 hardest hit balls of the night. And that's including John Singleton's home run. John Singleton had a home run in that game. The Astros had a couple other nice hard hit balls in that game, but Pedro Leon's 2 hits, or not the two balls he put in play, the single they got thrown out second, and then the line out were the 2 hardest hit balls of the night. So showing a lot of power and nice contact in 2 of his first 3 at bats with a line out and a single that were the 2 hardest hits of the night for the Astros. So that was really impressive. And then his final at bat, he struck out, which, look, he's a rookie, so it's going to happen. And then today he actually didn't have a hit, but still did something interesting. He did go for 2, but he reached base with a walk. And then he gets on base with a walk, and he shows something he was very good at in the minor leagues, and that is stealing bases. He got his first stolen base of his career. He had 23 this year in AAA, had 100 in his career in the minor leagues. So he's going to be doing that for the Astros a lot. That's going to be great for them, and that's his first of his career. So it wasn't great today for him. Not a lot, not any hits. And so he didn't have any hits for the Astros, but he did manage to get a walk and steal a base, which is pretty solid. And he only had two at bats. He had 3 plate appearances and 2 at bats. Since the offense pretty much sucked today, in today's loss, that we lost 1-0. Don't really want to talk about the game. Pedro Leon only had 2 at bats and 3 plate appearances because the offense was absolutely terrible with only 3 hits. And he's the bottom guy in the order, so he takes a hit as well, of course. So he had 2 at bats. He struck out. I know one of his at bats he struck out, and the other, I think, it wasn't a line out. I think it was a ground out, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It might have been a fly out though, maybe. But his 3 at bats, he had, I think it was a ground out, a strikeout, and a walk that led to a stolen base. So it's not like he had a hit today, but he did get on base with a walk. He did steal a base. And in 5 at-bats, he's 1 for 5. I know that's not terrific, but for a rookie, that's not bad. Through 5 at-bats, he's got his first hit of his career. He's also got a walk. He's also got a stolen base. So the batting average isn't looking too good at 200 because it's only 5 at-bats. But he's done other good things like get a walk and get a stolen base. And if you look at his on-base percentage, that's at .333. And for a rookie, in his first 2 games, with an on-base percentage of .333, that's good. An on-base percentage, if you're looking at on-base percentages, .340 is probably the number where you say that's a solid on-base percentage. But for a rookie, in his first 2 games with absolutely no major league experience, to have an on-base percentage of .333, that's good. Now, if that was on-base percentage for anybody else who's not, who is more experienced, then you're probably saying, okay, that's an average on-base percentage. That's all right. It's not too special. But for a guy like Leon, who's in his first 2 major league games and is a rookie, and only has 5 at-bats, .333 as a rookie is pretty solid. Let me know your thoughts on what you've seen from Pedro Leon and what you're excited about. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.